focused because last time I filmed, you weren't focused on me, you were focused on the sofa, and I know my cushions are awesome, especially this one, the little gym one, but focus on me, focus on me. Like me, camera, like me. Hi guys, welcome back. So I'm excited about today's video for two reasons. Number one, this is the first time I've actually applied makeup to my face since I've had it waxed. So this is the first time I've ever applied makeup to my face where there's no hair on it, so I'm very excited about this. I can't explain how excited I am, but I'm very excited. Second of all, this is a video I've wanted to do before for a little while, but I've not kind of done it, and it's, you know, it's just something I've wanted to do, and I've wanted to do it with this palette. So this is the Naked Reloaded palette from Urban Decay. It is kind of to replace their original Naked palette. I haven't tried their original Naked palette, so I can't compare the two, but for me, this is like my perfect neutral palette. I love it. There's there's a real kind of mix of tones of like warm and cool tones in here. I am loving Bucked as my transition shade. It's cool enough for me, which is fantastic. I don't get on too well with warmer transition shades, it's just not me. The metallics in here are beautiful. The whole palette just really excites me, and since I've had it, I don't think I've picked up any other eyeshadow palette, which is about 3 weeks now. So I feel like this is the perfect palette to do this kind of makeup guest tutorial with. So that's what we're going to do. We are getting into wedding season, but this is quite chill with weddings. It's quite nice. I haven't actually had an invite so far. Oh, well, now I feel unloved. Anyway, we are going to be doing a whole look. I'll be using this palette, I'll be talking you through everything, and we'll see how we get on. If you like this video, make sure you give a big thumbs up. Please ignore all the wind and the rain in the background. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for new videos Monday to Friday. Every week in April, as you guys know by now, I'll be doing a giveaway at the end of the month as well for all of my subscribers. And yeah, without further ado, let's get makeup on this hellish face. Okay, so I've just primed my eyes with my concealer, which is my trusty Bourjois Radiance Reveal. And I'm going to do the eyes first because I just feel like it's a lot easier to tidy them up afterwards. I'm one of the messiest people in the world for eye makeup, so it's just what it is. The first thing I am going to do is I'm going to take Blur, which is this. They've got two larger shades on each end, which are kind of like base or highlight shades. Bribe is like a very satiny highlighter shade. Blur is a lot more matte, but it's just a really nice base shade. So I'm just going to apply that to the lid, just to add a little bit of base colour there. Okay, I'm then going to take a kind of crease shader brush. This is just one from Spectrum. It is the B07, and we're going to go into Bucked, that beautiful cool toned brown shade. And we're just kind of blending that through the crease. Don't need to worry too much about shaping because, to be honest, I'm going to do that with the concealer afterwards. Okay, so I took a little bit of Boundaries and I've just blended that just on the outer side of Bucked, just to kind of blow it out a little bit more, but also just add a little bit of warmth and kind of really make that blend a little bit more natural. And then I've just taken a bigger, fluffier blending brush, which is clean, and I've just kind of buffed that all together, and we kind of now have this look. Okay, so we've kind of created our, you know, crease kind of a look thing, whatever it is I'm trying to do. So I just want to darken up those corners a little bit. I don't want to do too much though, and Endgame in here is beautiful, but it's very, very pigmented, so like just a tap, you get so much from it. So if I literally just tap, put that on like the outer, that's just about enough of what I kind of want for this. I don't want to go super crazy, and you can always build it up if you want it to be a little bit darker. just focusing this on literally the outer corner. I don't want to take it too dark into the crease or onto the lid just yet. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to put our beautiful lid colour on. My absolute favourite is Reputation. It's a beautiful rosy gold copper tone. It's just look at that, stunning. And I just put it on my finger and I pop it on. Obviously you can use a flat brush if you want to. I like using metallic shades with my finger because I just find like you get, so yeah, so I just prefer using my finger. I just find you get a little bit more colour payoff, but you can also just have kind of a little bit more control over where you're putting it, but it's just really pretty. I love putting metallic shades on my lids. I much prefer metallic shades to glitter shades. I'm not a huge glitter shade kind of a person. And then you can kind of build it up as much as you want to. And then I'm just going to take a pencil brush, make sure that's clean. And we're going to go into Distilled, this darker, more kind of metallic brown with the pencil brush. And we're just going to put that on the outer third of the lid, just to add a little bit more kind of smoke in the shade. And I'm just using a pencil brush because it's just a little bit more precise. Cool, and then just clean that brush off. I'm just going to go into Bribe and I'm just going to kind of highlight underneath the brow bone there because I have to do that now because I have shaped brows into the inner corner as well. Okay, so that's done with the eyes for the moment. We will come back to finish them off, but we're going to come to base. So I'm just going to use my Body Shop Instaglow CC Cream in Peachy Glow. This really helps in terms of smoothing out the skin so it looks super flawless. It also gives you a really nice glow for the day, like a very natural kind of glow, and also kind of evens out any tone, blurs pores, helps your makeup stay longer. It just does a lot of good stuff. Okay, so for base, I'm doing something a little bit weird, but it's something that I'm really enjoying. I'm using a combination of the Colourpop No Filter Sticks, which has more of a matte natural finish but is super long wearing, but I'm just mixing it with a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow just to add a little bit more natural glow. So what I do is I draw on some stripes with the foundation stick, a couple on the cheek, a couple on the chin, and then just a couple up here, on the nose. And then I just put the L'Oreal, so the glow, you could do this with any kind of glowy stick combo if you want, up to you. I'm just using my sponge and I'm putting the L'Oreal one on the back of my sponge, and then I'm just using that to blend everything in. Literally this is falling down my hand. Okay. I just feel the two work really well together because you have like the long-lasting power of the stick and like the kind of like the flawless finish of the stick with the more kind of natural glow of the dewy foundation, and just the liquid foundation on the sponge just helps to blend that stick in a little bit easier as well because sticks can be tricky to blend. I just love the finish of those two together. I also love mixing this stick with my It Cosmetics CC cream, but it's run out, so I can't do that. But the L'Oreal one is also a really nice one, and obviously a lot more affordable concealer, we are using the Bourjois Radiance Reveal. It just brightens under the eyes. It's so good at doing that. And we want to look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And the good thing about all of these base products is none of them have SPF, so you're not going to get any flashback from a camera. And we just use the concealer to shape the eyes a bit. I'm not going to go like super wing because I just want it to be really soft and natural as a wedding guest. And then for any blemishes, I'm just going to use the Rimmel Wake Me Up one. This one is a slightly darker tone, so it just kind of blends in a little bit better on any kind of blemishes or red patches. Okay, and then because we want to look very glowy, but we also want our glow to last all day, we are doubling up with the highlights. So I've just used the Colourpop On The Cusp Super Shock Cheek highlight just on the top of my cheekbones there, on my nose and Cupid's bow, usual place. I would have shown you, but my camera stopped. Shouldn't really come as a surprise, you guys know it's my favourite cream highlight. And then we're going to set everything down, and we're using the Body Shop Loose Face Powder. I really like this. It does have a little bit of colour to it, so it's not translucent, but actually that's not a bad thing because it means we're going to get a little bit of coverage, extra coverage, which is always good. So we're just going to set under the eyes. What I like about this powder is it sets everything down really nicely and creates a really nice kind of airbrush look, but it doesn't mattify. So all of like the dewiness that we have from our liquid highlight, our liquid foundation, the kind of glowy primer, that's still all going to come through. It's just going to be set in place and just look a little bit more airbrushed and natural, which is exactly what we want. So yes, I really like that powder. I think it's a good one. I think it's a very kind of unspoken, very underhyped product as far as I'm concerned. I like it a lot. Right, we're going to finish up under the eyes before we do the rest of our face. So we are going to, I'm quite happy with the top, I think. So we're just going to go into our pencil brush, and we're going to start with Bucked, which is the same shade we used as our transition. And then we're going to lightly tap in Endgame and just do the outer part of that. Just again, to tie everything together. And then I'm just going to go back into Bribe and just make sure we got that inner corner highlight going. And then you can obviously add liner. I'm not going to. What I am going to do though is, am I not? No, I'm going to leave that as it is. So I'm just going to add some mascara, and I'm two producting it again because I love my Maybelline Lash Sensation. It's great, but there is a product that I put on top that just takes it to another level because this is dry now, so it's not as amazing as it usually is. Okay, so we've got like our base mascara, and then I'm taking the Body Shop Super Volume Mascara, and this just adds a little something extra, you know? It just takes it from like normal everyday lashes to pretend fake lashes, basically. Cute. And then because I now have to do stuff with my brows, which is new to me, and we want them to obviously stay nice all day, I'm just going to use the Glossier Boy Brow. This is in the shade Brown, and I'm just going to run it through them just to kind of set them in place for the day, and also add a little bit of extra something in there. Feels weird. Like, leave me your brow products below because I just don't use brow products. I've never had to, because I've just never done anything with my brows, but now they've been kind of threaded and shaped, I feel like I need to change that and sort them out. Okay, let's move back to the face and finish all of that off. So we want to be obviously bronzy. I'm using the L'Oreal Back to Bronze. It is my favourite. It's a matte and a very natural bronze, which I like. You can build it up as you want to. And because I don't really contour, I just take this little big fluffy brush and I just kind of concentrate it just below like the apples of the cheeks, and it kind of does a little bit of contour and shaping for me. And then I take it in a 3 shape, so just on the top of the forehead, down, we come in, and then we go under the cheek, under the chin as well. As I said, you can build this up as much as you want, just make sure you don't look weird. You want to look natural on a wedding day, whether it's yours or not. Like, this would still also make a really nice bridesmaid makeup look, I think. So, and for blush, I'm feeling a little bit pinky today, so we're going to take the Zoella Colourpop Pressed Powder Blush in Soulmate, and we're just going to put that on the apples of the cheeks. But we're going to start at the back and just kind of work our way up and back. We start at the back, so most of the pigment starts there, and then it looks a lot more kind of natural towards the front. Thank you, Rachel Loves, for that tip. What is it? People have said they're putting like blush on their noses at the moment as well. That's just weird to me. That's weird. Okay, then for our second highlight of the day, I'm just going to use the Revolution Soph palette, and I'm using the Goldie tone here. Stunning. This is like, I could not live without this palette. Like, oh, it's just so good. So nice. For such an affordable palette, like that's £8 for the like the whole palette. Yes, I only use maybe like 2 shades from here, so that's like £4 each, which is nothing really when you think about how much you pay for like a Becca highlight or something like that. And then all we have left to do is lips. So you can either do obviously a coloured lip or a more neutral one. I'm going to go for a neutral one today, just because we're going to a wedding. We want to be quite neutral. So I'm going to do a little MAC combo. I'm going to start with the lip pencil in Whirl. And a great thing about using a lip pencil is because you want it to last all day, it does help the colour stay on the lips for longer. It's kind of like priming in a weird way. And it just helps shape. So I've got a scar here, so if I was wearing a neutral shade, why am I talking whilst trying to apply lip liner? 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. So before, when I would use or wear like neutral lip colours, I wouldn't wear a lip liner. I kind of feel like I have to now just to shape out that scar a little bit more, but there we go. And for the lips, I'm using MAC's Velvet Teddy. It is a matte formula, but their formulas used to be really dry, and I used to find like their retro mattes are really dry, but their normal mattes are really nice. They're nice and creamy. They don't settle into like any cracks or lines or anything like that, and they're very, very comfortable and they last really well. I'm just finishing it off with a spritz of a setting spray. And that is it done. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys like this video. I flipping love this palette. There's so many looks you can do from here, but this is one of my favourites at the moment. I think it's perfect for if you're a bridesmaid or you're just a wedding guest for the day. It's very natural but also really nice. It lasts really, really well, and the rest of the makeup that we're wearing today will also last all day, so you won't have to like continually feel like you have to touch up, which is obviously much easier when you're at a wedding. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all again tomorrow.